What is going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. How's everybody's day going? Hopefully, you're all having a great day. Hopefully, you're all having a great week so far. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this channel out with anybody you know. Any support that you give to this channel, it is greatly appreciated, and I do thank you for it. It does mean the world to me. So, shout out to everybody in the chat. How's everybody's day going? So, the Yankees have a new series. This time it's against the Tampa Bay Rays. The lineup is out. We'll talk about the lineup. We'll talk about who's pitching, who's on the mound today or tonight, should I say. So we'll talk about predictions. We'll talk about food. So shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's say what's up to the people in the chat. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. What's going on? Make sure you all subscribe to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Ken, what is going on? Jonathan, what's up? Nosebleed section, what is going on? What's up? What's up? Frank Rivera, what is going on? Army Chow Mein, what's up? FJ, what's going on? Dev Finch, what's up? The Back It Up Binge podcast, good to see you, man. Make sure you all subscribe to Back It Up Binge. How you doing? We got Jared Williams. What's up, Jared? How you doing? Jack, how's it going? What's up? What's up? What's up? But shout out to everybody in the chat. Hopefully you're all having a great day. So we're a week away from the All-Star break. Right? Next week is the All-Star break. The Yankees have this series with the Tampa Bay Rays. Right after the Tampa Bay Rays, it's going to be the Baltimore Orioles. So both games are away. So let me know how you all are feeling. You know, the Yankees, no denying, they have been in a big slump over this last month. The last series that they won was against the Kansas City Royals. So it's been almost a month since they won their last series. They've lost all of their series up to this point, except for the Toronto Blue Jays. They split that series with the Blue Jays in a 4-game set. So let's see what this team does. Let's hope for the best. That's all we can do. Let's hope they can come away with a win tonight, right? So, you know, Carlos Rodon is on the mound today. Let's see how he does. He's been kind of in a funk as of late, although in his last start against the Cincinnati Reds, he did well. He actually pitched well. He gave up 3 runs, right? He gave up a couple of homers. He gave up 3 runs, but, you know, the bats didn't come through. So in his last outing, he wasn't too bad. But prior to that, yeah, he's been struggling. You know, he's been struggling. He's had, out of all the pitchers in Major League Baseball, he has had the worst ERA, right? His ERA was in the high 10s. He's been giving up a lot of runs. Although, like I said, in his last start against the Cincinnati Reds, he looked better. And let's see what he can do today. Let me say what's up to a couple of other people. Eunice Rivera, how are we doing? What's going on? James, what's going on? So, yeah, they got to win this series. They got to win. I mean, there's no other way around it. They can't afford to lose the next 2 series. I mean, in a perfect world, I would love for the Yankees to sweep the Rays. You know, will they sweep the Rays? We'll see. You know, the Rays aren't necessarily having a great year, but they're a pesky team. You know, they do give the Yankees a hard time. They got guys that can hit. They got guys that can get on base. So they got some folks that can, play well. So right now, you know, you're looking at the Rays. They have a 44-46 record. The Yankees right now are 55-37. They're 3 games behind in the division. So, I mean, considering how bad the Yankees have been as of late, I mean, being 3 games behind, I'd say that's still great in a way, right? I mean, it could have been a lot worse. I mean, the Orioles were losing some games as well, right? So, you know, if the Orioles kept winning and the Yankees losing, this team could have easily been, you know, 5 or 6 games behind in first place. So the Yankees got to start winning some games. Okay, they just lost 2 out of 3 against the Boston Red Sox. So not looking great. So that wasn't great. The Red Sox are one of those, you know, they're a sneaky team. They could very well catch up to the Yankees. They could still get a wild card spot. So, you know, you never know, right? You never know. So Yeah, again, they gotta win this series. They gotta win this series. So we'll see what happens. And who else we got? We got Aiden in the chat, and I saw Izzy. What's up, Izzy? How you doing? Thanks for tuning in, folks. Thanks for tuning in. But shout out to everybody in the chat, and we got Reikia channel in the chat as well. Ken, he's saying Ken Rosenthal says Yankees have interest on Jazz Chisholm and Tanner Scott. Yeah, doesn't surprise me. Those are names that have been discussed amongst us content creators. And, Tanner Scott would be a great fit for the New York Yankees, especially for that bullpen. The Yankees need some bullpen help. There's no denying that. So, let's see what happens at the trade deadline. The trade deadline is 3 weeks away. I'm sure Brian Cashman has a plan. I'm sure he has names that he is definitely looking at. For all we know, there are names that we're not even thinking of that he could acquire. And who that is, I don't know. But one thing's for sure, they need some help in the bullpen. They do need help with third base. They need to acquire a third baseman. So we'll see what they do, right? We'll see what happens. But they have to worry about the games in front of them right now. And I agree. That would be a super haul to bring back Chisholm and Scott. I mean, yeah, the Rays are going, or not the Rays, but the Marlins are going to ask for a lot. So let's see what happens. Right. Interest is one thing. Agreeing on a trade is another. I mean, Yankees, here's the thing, okay? You'll see these reports that come out, right? These articles that come out saying Yankees are linked to this player, Yankees are linked to that player. The way I see it, it's all, it's a lot of clickbait. It's something to get clicks. It's something for the fans to read up on. So, truthfully, we don't know who the Yankees are going to go after. Who are they targeting, right? A lot of it is just clickbait. So, could the Yankees be looking at these names? Definitely. But so are other teams. I'm sure other teams are looking at these names like Chisholm and Tanner Scott, right? There's, Luis Rengifo, that's a name that's been mentioned, although he's hurt. So we don't know if Luis Rengifo is still on the Yankees list. And, to what Ken is saying, there's at least 4 teams interested in Chisholm and 7 or 8 interested in Tanner Scott. Yeah, no surprise. I mean, maybe the Yankees are interested in Garrett Crochet, but I doubt they'll make a move for him. Honestly, maybe I'm sure they've inquired about him, but to get Garrett Crochet, that might have to be a conversation where the White Sox are still going to ask for Spencer Jones. So, of course, there are names and deals that no one knows about. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I think so. I mean, it's possible, right? I mean, Jazz Chisholm comes with some couple of years of control. Tanner Scott would literally be a rental. So, I don't know how much they would ask for from the Yankees. So, it'll be interesting. I don't think it would be. I don't know about a haul, but they would have. There's probably going to be a few names that that us fans may not want to see go. But sometimes if you got it, those names have to go, especially if you're trying to, make that trade. You're trying to get certain names. And if Yankees are in a win now mode, sometimes you got to pull that trigger. And hopefully fans understand that. Rachel Bakovich, who is currently the director of player development for Miami Marlins, knows. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. So, there is a connection there. So she has a voice in the Marlins organization, so she might have something to say about it. This is true, and good for Rachel. She was great when she was with the Yankees, but she got an opportunity with the Miami Marlins, which great for her. I hope I hope she finds success. So let's see what she does. And what's up, Sunil? How you doing? I see you in the chat. But let's talk about today's game, though. Right, with the Yankees and Rays. Again, the Rays are 44-46. Yankees are 55-37. So the Rays' home record is 23-25 You look at the Yankees away record; they're 30-18. All right, so the Yankees, for the most part, they've played well against the Rays this year, right? The Rays are a pesky team. They're always gonna fight back. They're always gonna try and find a way to stay in the game. That's just what the Rays do, right? They got guys on that team that they can hit. So, you know, again, we're going to see what happens in today's game. The Rays are going to put up a fight. And speaking of the Rays, apparently there's a couple of pitchers that could be available in a trade too. The righty pitchers, I got to get their names, but I'm wondering if the Yankees make a trade for either one of those guys. So, we'll see. Yankees are normally not big name signers at the deadline. They will bring 3 players that mostly are known but impactful players. This is true. And this is where you give Brian Cashman credit. He finds these pitchers, these no name, like I don't want to say no name, but these unknown pitchers for the bullpen, and they end up being really good. And Matt Blake does a good job with them, right? The Yankees are adamant about staying under the tax. Then we will only have players with lower salaries. Exactly. That's exactly what it's going to be, Nosebleed. So they want players with low salaries and that come with controllable years. That's their thing. And if they're going to get a player who's going to be a rental, they're going to make sure that player's cheap, right? They're not going to be expensive. So yeah, they're not going to go after any expensive player. All right. Jonathan, what's going on? Yeah, any trade with Miami is going to be costly. It depends on who they're trying to go after. That all depends. We don't know. Stephen B, what's up, Stephen B? How's it going? Let's see. Army Chow Mein, the Yankees send cash in a trade. Does that count against the luxury tax? The Yankees send cash in a trade. Does that count against the luxury tax? I mean, any player that they acquire they're going to get taxed. I'll say that. But to be honest with you, I'm not sure of this question. We are in a position because of Cashman, the way he picks his players. What do you mean by that, Chet? Yes, okay, at the end of the year. Got it. The contract they get back will count towards tax regardless if we send the other team money. Right. This was kind of what I was thinking in my head too. So, all right. Noah's roster salary. Only Grisham, 3 at-bats, and Soto, 3 at-bats, 1 home run, have faced Pepiot. Will be interesting to see how they fare second, third time around in the lineup. Yeah, we'll see what happens. And back it up, Binge. Who are you guys playing? Who I know we're playing you guys next, but who are you guys playing in this series right now? Let me know, man. Well, Calhoun, let's hope not there. I don't want any of the Fantastic Four back. No, thank you. Oh, you got heat exhaustion? Oh, dude, take care of yourself. Hey, as much as I love you being in the chat, Stephen B, you know that. If you need to step away or go get some rest, man, take care of your health, bro. Sorry you're under the weather. Hey, D-Rod, what's up, man? And he has broken the lock. My guy D-Rod is here. What's up, D-Rod? How's your day? That either hurt or something's wrong. He just can't get it right. Well, are you talking about players being hurt? Because that's not just that's every team. Unfortunately, with the Yankees, it's just everybody. The injuries all come at the same time. This year or this season, especially. So, let's hope these guys can get healthy by the time August comes around. Always play the Cubs. Yeah, I like your guys' chances against the Cubs. How are you feeling about it? You're laying down. All right. Yeah, make sure you drink. Yeah, like Sunil's saying, make sure you stay hydrated, man. Folks, real quick, I'm not a doctor or anything, but I know one thing, especially in the summertime, we sweat a lot. That heat is brutal, especially, depending on where you are. make sure you all are staying hydrated. Take care of yourselves, really. Like, you may tell yourself, oh, I got enough water or I drank enough water. Trust me, you have it. So make sure you're all staying hydrated. Drink lots and lots of water. All right. Take care of yourselves, guys. Really. Okay. So the summer season is brutal sometimes, or a lot of times, especially on the East Coast. If you live in the South, make sure you all are staying hydrated. All right. So Christopher Cancel, what's up? Have you guys even beaten the Rays this season thus far? Yeah, we have. We've done well against the Rays. I have to go back and look at the series, but the Yankees have done pretty well against the Rays. So, who are the Mets playing there, Christopher? Who he picks up goes for the bargain, and we pay for it down the line. Like this week bench we have in bullpen. Well, I mean, right now he's going for bargain type players. I mean, he's not going to make any big moves right now because every team is waiting till the deadline. So, yeah, but that's the thing though. You must have gotten really dehydrated. So, you probably weren't drinking enough water in those other days, though, Stephen B. Right? So, passing on Scott because he's a rental and focus on Nardi, who has controllable years. I'm okay with Nardi. I'm okay with Nardi. I'm in agreement with that. Nardi comes with some controllable years. Scott does. Scott is only a rental. I agree with that. And the Yankee could very well do something like that. We'll see. Saying Glaber and $5 million in cash to cover the rest of the season. Does the $5 million count as salary? Yeah, exactly. The main guys did, and so did their replacements. So, but this question right here, they sent Glaber and $5 million in cash to cover the rest of the season. Does that $5 million count as salary or on the luxury tax, or does it not factor in? Again, I think it's just whatever players that they acquire. I mean, they're still going to get hit with that luxury tax, depending on of course, whatever that money is. Considering how you're feeling, I'm sending your way, sloppy. Oh boy, shut up, D-Rod. If I see Yankees with up admits, that means they're in business and we'll finally steal some bases. Oh, I forgot you got it. Oh boy. Oh man, Frank Rivera coming in with the jabs, man. Doctors, but I carry not one but two bottles of water at a shot with me, and when I go play pickleball. Yeah, for real, man. For real. There's days where I feel like I don't drink enough water after a workout or training, This is true. Some of that stuff can help too. Well, what players make a difference and how many? And in relation to what there, Ken? Yo, Jacob, what's up, man? How's it going? How's your day, bro? Shout out to Jacob. In the beginning of the year, he put his roster together when the bench was weak and the bullpen that I seen wasn't that great, but good. We have a $300 million payroll. They can't get it right. Yeah, but they had the team. They didn't get to 50 some wins by accident, though. I mean, everybody was healthy. Everybody was hitting well, with the exception of a few. Right, all the players were doing well. They had the best bullpen, one of the best bullpens in all baseball. The starting rotation was on a roll. Everything was clicking right. Injuries started happening, and then they could have called up some of their. They could have, like with Giancarlo Stanton's case, they could have called up some of their depth pieces, but the guys that are there for depth, they're also hurt too. I mean, going into the season, yeah, third base, I'll admit, was a bit of a question mark, but they were hoping the guys that they had would pan out. I mean, Oswald, Cabrera, DJ, right? So third base is a need. Let's see what they do at the deadline. Hopefully they do something. Carry half a gallon of water, iced tea. Oh, the work clothes, yeah. I mean, considering the work that you do, Stephen B, it's brutal. So again, be safe out. Take care of yourself, man. Be safe out there. Heat exhaustion is no joke. Nationals at Citi Field. Okay, so against the Nationals, how do you guys think you're going to do against the Nationals? And bring up Allen if you want to see some stolen bags. Well, the thing is, Grisham is a good center fielder. He's known for his glove. I mean, his plate appearances, yeah, not the greatest, but he's been showing some flashes. And I know that game again last week against the Reds where he looked like he didn't care. That was unacceptable, but hopefully he never does that again because that was very rare for him to do something like that. What's up, Sean? How you doing? If what you said is true, then you guys should win the series. Should. That's the key word, should. We'll see. Again, we don't know. They should win the series. Absolutely, they should win the series. Also, deadline trades. Well, what players make a difference? I mean, it's like I said before with the deadline trades. They need to go in a perfect world. I would say they need to get 2 lefty bullpen arms. All right, and a third baseman. That's what I think. But they could be guys like Nardi, or they could be some other lefty that we're not thinking of. But that's what I'm thinking. Two lefties and a third baseman. All right. Yeah, no, if they trade Glaber, then yeah, I don't think they're responsible for his money. I think depth at the minor league hurt. It's part of the game. We're getting some. Hopefully, yeah, exactly. Yeah, let's hope they show up more consistent on the offense. The bats need to come alive. The bats have not been hitting well. I mean, it's clear. So, nosebleed section. I don't think so. I think he's actually back. I think he's playing, but I'm not sure. I mean, those would be the perfect names right there. Jazz, Chisholm, Nardi, and Scott. That would be perfect. That'd be the perfect trifecta. Okay, so you're saying you're hoping for a sweep 2 out of 3, Christopher. Okay, I gotcha. That's funny. Your Rays are getting a new ballpark. I saw how to look, and it's stunning. What do you think the Yankees fans seeing Blaine? I'm not sure. As far as Allen's still hurt. Thank you so much there, Rob. I wasn't sure. I thought he was back. Let's see what the new ballpark looks like. As far as me as a fan, I hope it's a better ballpark to hit in. That's really all I can say. I mean, for fans in general, I hope it's a better stadium than what they got right now, because I never heard anything great about Tropicana Field. Yeah, and he hasn't been. He hasn't been. He hasn't been contributing a lot this season, and it pains me to say that. And as I'm saying this, I got Sierra in the building. What's up, Sierra? How you doing? Good to see you in the chat. Hopefully you're having a good day. Hopefully you're having a good week. Shout out to Sierra, the biggest Gleyber Torres defender out there. Also is the co-host on Sunday mornings on the Upper Deck with Lynn, and that is on the Pinstripe Chronicles podcast, Sundays at 11. So make sure you all tune in. Sierra knows her stuff. She does know her stuff. Definitely has a mind of her own when it comes to the Yankees, when it comes to baseball. So shout out to Sierra. With Chisholm, Scott, and Nardi acquisition, what do I? Man, that's the question. That's the question. What do they give up? Is it going to involve? Is there going to be I feel like there has to be like a Will Warren involved in that trade. Will Warren, I could see, it could be Brock Selvage. I'm just throwing names out there, but I think it might start a conversation with Will Warren. I hope so, man. I hope so. Soto, I'm not knocking Juan Soto. He's been exceptional this year. But his bat's kind of fallen off a little bit, right? He's been struggling a little bit. His batting average fell down a little bit, but I think he'll pick it up. Old Sarge, salute. What's going on? How you doing? Torres, Peraza, and a couple of pitching arms. I mean, you could see Peraza go in that trade. They might package Peraza. But I'm only bringing up Will Warren because they are lacking pitching right now, as far as starting pitching. So, yeah, I got to agree with Sierra. I don't know that he's healthy. I really don't. An overwhelming amount of content creators outside of even NYYU are champing on a bid for Boone firing if he can't win these two series, as he puts it, is right. Well, I mean, listen, the Yankees are not known to fire their managers or coaches in the middle of the season, although they did that last season with Dylan Lawson. If they fail in these next two series, could he be fired? Maybe. At the same time, I don't see it happening. But if he's fired, hey, whatever. I mean, what are we gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I don't know. Yeah, if Jack Neely's name comes up, I'm not trading Jack Neely. I'm sorry. Jack Neely, he needs to be brought up to the major league roster. I agree. If Torres does get hurt again, he does need to go on the IL. You're not wrong there. They don't need starting pitching? I thought their starting pitching was already – I thought some of those guys were hurt. Could be. I mean, he should say something about it if that's the case. Because if he doesn't, he's only hurting himself. I mean, he's in a contract year. And I hope the Yankees are not risking him for any reason. Keys to the series as a fan? Get on base. Situational hitting, right? Work the count. Work the pitchers. Stop swinging at stop taking the first swing. The bats have to do better. Those are my keys to the game. The pitching, particularly with Rodon, he needs better. He needs a good start. The offense needs to attack early. Warren, Peraza, and Hampton. They're not going to trade Warren and Hampton. They're not going to trade Warren and Hampton. If they're trading Warren or Hampton, it's got to be one of them. Selvage and Arias and two more prospects for Jazz Chisholm and Tanner Scott. I mean, Reikia, that could be a possibility. Again, I don't know what it would take, but those names I could see. I know Selvage's name. He's a big name in amongst the Yankees prospects. And two more prospects. I don't know who that would be. I mean, Arias, I like Arias, but they have other infielders too. But I don't know if the Yankees are willing to give trade Arias. I don't know. Let's be real. We get probably one or two position players, or one or two bullpen pieces. This is going to make a huge impact on the team. It will make them better, but you need 3 or 4 position players. 3 or 4 position. Well, third base is a must. What other position players? Second base. There's Stephen B. I don't see Boone getting fired. Maybe third base coach Rojas or hitting coach. I mean, and that was, this is a question that I was asking this morning on the live stream because Boone gets a lot of heat. Rojas, he hasn't been great. He's made some bad calls. James Rosen, should he be getting some of this blame? They fired Dylan Lawson last year, which, I mean, rightfully so. The Yankees' offense was terrible. So, is James Rosen to be blamed here for some of the troubles that the Yankees' offense is experiencing right now? Just wondering. Yeah, I mean, Hal has to make the decision. He does. He does. It is his call at the end of it. I mean, Cashman can get the deals done, and as long as Hal says go for it, then a deal gets done. Cashman had 3 trades ready to go last season at the deadline. Hal overruled them. I'm just throwing that out there. Like a rotating door, they can never afford to keep any of the good ones. Can't ever have. I agree, Army Chow-Mein. Yeah, regularly. Okay. Well, Carlos Rodon is on the mound for us. Soto won't admit any injury because it might affect his overall free agent offers. Yeah, I agree. But the thing is, if he gets hurt, right? If the hand is an issue, if his hand is causing him issues and he gets hurt, God forbid, if something worse happens, it's going to affect him. I understand that he may not want to admit it because he wants to play and showcase himself. But, I hate for something worse to happen, for this guy to get hurt and, affect his free agent offers. I'm just, so that goes both ways. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Tyler Glasnow, I know he's on the IL. Yeah, I mean, I think there's too much focus on analytics. I don't have confidence in Ausmus as manager either. So it's yeah. I mean, if Boone gets fired, who are you going to replace him with? I mean, Ausmus would be the easy answer, right? I mean, it would be Ausmus, but would he do a better job? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Joe Girardi. I'm not sure if Girardi will be back as a manager ever for the Yankees again. I mean, you never know, but I think he's enjoying his time as an announcer. Yeah, exactly. 100% offense needs to work. Tampa pitcher, small ball is a must. There you go. Yeah, he is. Second base, bench pieces better than Davis, Jones. Listen, they're not. I don't think they're going to get like 4 or 5 players or 5 or 6 players at the deadline. Honestly, I see them getting 3 players, maybe 4, maybe 4 at the most. I don't see them going beyond that though. Yeah, I get that, but that was, again, the Marlins had a young dynamic team too though. That Marlins team was no joke. But would it work for the Yankees? I don't know, Sunil. I mean, Osmus was a manager before. It didn't exactly work out for him, you know. And how's he doing as a bench coach? Let's talk about that. I mean, how do you all feel about him? If I'm Hal and Cashman and the team I made all the moves for and spent all this money on was failing, I think it would be crazy not to fire Boone. I know a lot of fans want him gone. There's a hot. I know Boone's a hot topic. It's a hot name. Yeah, I mean, the Phillies. Maybe Hal should let Cashman do the trades he thinks he needs to get done. Hal does let Cashman do the trades that needs to get done, but Hal, it still needs to be okay. Hal is the boss. It's just like contracts. The Yankees can get deals done with players. Hal has to be okay with it. He's the one signing the paychecks. True. Feel for the 2 pitchers plus Chisholm would probably run with Wells, Peraza, Arias, Pereira, Messenger, and probably another low-level pitcher. That's quite a haul. Not bad. Had a close call with another car, but thank God. Oh, all right, man. Well, make sure you're safe. Yeah, drive safe, dude. Drive safe. Be careful on those roads. Vote for you to be the Yankees manager in 2025. That's cool. We just got to get you an interview. So I don't know how we do that. Shelly Duncan in 2025. I don't know. I like what he's doing right now, but I don't know if he could be the Yankees manager. Truthfully, I don't know who could be the Yankees manager. You know, one guy, and I know a lot of people don't like him, right? Because he's a Red Sox manager, Alex Cora. If that guy was available, I'm not gonna lie, I would love for the Yankees to get him. Oh, Mets got Phil. All right, thanks for the breaking news on that. Oh man. Yeah, I know. He does look different without the mustache. And Andrew Dang, yo, what's up, man? How's it going? What is going on? Chat's on fire today. Yankees need to move on from Boone. He doesn't spark any motivation in these players. It's right there in front of us. Well, you know, if they don't fire him in the middle of the season, depending on how things play out, I mean, this is his last year on his contract. He does have an option for 2025. So for all we know, he may not be back next season. Ausmus and Rojas don't breed a lot of confidence as Booney replacement whatsoever. No, they don't. What's up, Anthony? And if I feel the reason why Steinbrenner hasn't fired Cashmore, the manager, maybe because they're what? Yasmin? I didn't understand what you're saying here. Yeah, Andrew, I've seen you on Jason's channel, man. Thanks for subscribing, man. Greatly appreciated. And I thank each and every one of you for joining in on the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you are seeing this for the first time. If you're liking this, hit that subscribe button. Join in on the conversation. I am on the road to 800 subscribers. Would love to get there by the end of the month. I think that would be awesome if I could get to 800 subscribers. I would greatly appreciate it, and any support that you all give to this channel, it is appreciated, whether it's buy me a coffee or the super chats. It is greatly appreciated. So, and I do thank you for it. To approve trades after Ellsbury and Donaldson, I would have let him order lunch for me. Oh, man. Three more to come, but quick note. Brian Cashman said Clayton Beater's season shoulder is in jeopardy, but the Yankees will know more. Oh, my God. That sucks, man. I didn't want to read that, but that sucks. I really wanted to see Clayton Beater come up. Take Cora in a minute. Yeah. Alex Cora, no doubt. Carlos Mendoza. Tony Pena. Yeah. There are plenty of people that could manage the Yankees. Cora, Beltran, A-Rod, probably the top 3 manager profile. Yeah. But I don't know if A-Rod would. I doubt A-Rod would be a manager. I mean, as far as him and the Yankees go, it's just they kind of things kind of soured between them two. So I believe Boone's keep his job, win World Series championship. I mean, if they win the World Series, yeah, he keeps his job for sure. I think the reason why Steinbrenner hasn't fired Boone and Cashman is because they're yes men and they don't really stand up to Hal. Yeah, I mean, that could be one reason. I don't know. Nithin Ramachandra, shout out to my guy Nithin. What's going on, Nithin? Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel right here. Nithin does a great job with interviewing former players. He sets up a lot of events with current athletes and former athletes right there at the Woodbridge Brewing Company in New Jersey. So shout out to Nithin. Does an amazing job. He's helped me get a lot of players on my show to do interviews with, and it's always a lot of fun. So shout out to my guy Nathan, who's doing well. Hopefully, you and your family are doing well, man. Yeah. We were talking about Beater's shoulder could be in jeopardy. That sucks, man. How long Boone has been a manager for the Yankees? He's been there for 5 years. Maybe the locker room has tuned him out, and they got too comfortable with him. I wish I had an answer for you. I don't know. I wish I had an answer. I don't know that they tune him out, because if they tuned him out, I think this team would be in worse shape right now. So I mean, Paul O'Neill or Posada would be awesome. I wouldn't mind getting either one of those guys. Hey, yeah, I'm sure he would. But did the Yankees want him? That's the question. Yeah, shout out to your team, man. Your team does amazing work. Yeah, exactly, Ken. You need a manager that is baseball wise and respecting the clubhouse. I agree. If you pay them, they will come. Yeah. And Cashman is pretty much part of the Steinbrenner family, but I think obviously there's gonna come a time and day, whenever that is, that he won't be the manager of this team or the GM of this team. They talked about, I believe the guy's last name was Reese, being his potential replacement. Would he do a better job? I don't know. But yeah, Cashman's going to be part of the Yankees organization in some way, shape, or form, whether it's a GM or some other type of role. Yeah, go check out Empire State of Baseball. Make sure you guys subscribe to their channel. Nathan was on their show, kind of talked about how he got started in the business that he's in. It's pretty cool stuff there, folks. Fresh out of college, oh boy. Watch out now. Yeah, I mean Posada would be in a lot of players' faces if he was. But Posada, O'Neill. I mean, those guys. I think they would make good managers. Posada, especially. I love to see Posada. But that's a strong statement right there. Yeah, yeah. Ken says, Do you know what the definition of a manager is? The fall guy for everything that is messed up. Boone is owning the role, unlike the players. Let me know how you all feel about that statement. Sierra's the manager. You're the bench coach. I'm the pitching. Yeah, I guess I could be the pitching coach. Or I could be the coach that smacks him around and tell him to play better. Yes, he would. But look, I know this morning I was asking that question about Aaron Boone. Is he to blame? Is it when the pitching is not playing well? Does Matt Blake get the blame? Does with the bat stop playing as well? Is that blame should that blame go to James Rosen? Because look, Boone is not the perfect manager. No manager is. He's not great, but he's not bad. He's done well in certain aspects. Yeah, he hasn't won a World Series, but he's taken this team to the playoffs. I mean, his first 2 seasons, he's taken this team to the playoffs except for 2023, which was last season. All right. I mean, he's done well there. He's on the, he passed Billy Martin on the all-time wins list as a manager on Yankees franchise history. He's done some things well. He has, right? There are other areas that he doesn't excel in. I'll admit that. Could he be holding players more accountable? Maybe. Maybe he's having those conversations in the locker room when the cameras are off and the press is not there, right? So, it could be worse. A lot of folks, there's some people that were saying Buck Showalter. I don't want Buck Showalter. He's got a good baseball mind. He's got a lot of experience, but I don't want Buck Showalter. Whew, that'd be crazy, Andrew. Single problem with Aaron Boone, even being a family with deep best baseball lineage, is complacency. Can't even tongue twister. The $64 in quit range. What is the root of that? Boy, I wish I could answer that $64,000 question. I think Cone was going to get the job, or somebody else. I've been quiet, Ken, because Ken beat me to the punch throughout the live stream. No doubt, D-Rod. I heard Billy Martin was talking abusive to his players back then. I mean, he was definitely he was aggressive. But look, I get annoyed when replacing Boone when you get some content creators saying, who are you going to get? But that's the question, though, Frank. Who are you going to get? I mean, yeah, he's replaceable, but who do you put there? I don't trust that Osmus would be better. I truly don't know, but who's the guy? You want a pitch coach, not manager. All right. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, Girardi held players accountable and he got fired. The manager has to hold his players accountable. I'm not convinced Boone does anything except tell his players everything is okay. Any conversation without cameras is not being effective. Yeah, but should he trash his players then on publicly? I mean, I'm just wondering, because I feel like yeah, you could make a statement doing that, but then that's just going to create more buzz around the media, especially New York media. I do not agree with the Billy Martin type of coaching style. A lot of fans don't. I mean, the players got to go out there and perform, right? I mean, it's like I'm a coach where I train and I teach students, right? Some get it, some don't. I mean, I take my time with those students, and some of them say, I want to compete, but they look good in training, but when they go out and compete, something doesn't click. And for me personally, like I'll be like, hey, is this something that the coaches are doing wrong, or is it something, is it the individual? So, these guys are millionaires playing the game. Again, I don't think Boone is perfect. I don't think he's perfect. I'm not saying this guy's a great manager, but I give him credit because it's, the thing is he hasn't the years he's been a manager with the Yankees, he hasn't had like the greatest of teams. He worked with what he had, what was given to him, and he made the best of it to the best of his abilities. This season on paper, this has been the best team that he's been given. Yeah, it could be right. I don't know. All right, Jacob, thanks for tuning in. Boone will not be fired mid-season. I feel certain about that. I don't think so either. All right, D-Rod, you have the ball. I'm going to smoke on Billy Martin. He got into a fist fight with Reggie Jackson. I mean, yeah, to me, I don't think that's a good look. Yeah. Oh, we got my guy Hector tuning in. What's up, Hector? Thanks for checking in, bro. How are you? I feel like I haven't talked to you in a while, man. Shout out to my guy Hector at the Morning Brew Sports Network. Make sure you guys subscribe to his channel. Him and his team do an amazing job over there with Damian, with Joey from the Shift, with Grace Monroe. They do great over there. So shout out to you, Hector. Hopefully you're doing well, my brother. Work as a manager. Look at Rob Thompson. He would never get. I wouldn't mind him. Mike Scioscia. Well, I mean, the only thing Boone really says is that they got to be better, right? I mean, that's about the only thing he's going to say. Well, as far as, I don't have kids, but I'll tell you what, if I had kids, yeah, it'd be a private conversation. And again, me as a coach, if I see a student getting out of pocket, right, I won't say nothing, publicly, but I will pull them to the side and have a conversation with them. And anyone good replacement options, point blank, period. We need someone who's going to bring back the accountability factor. Girardi is the guy. But is Girardi going to want to come back? And would the Yankees consider bringing him back? Maybe every once in a while. Sure. Exactly. Yeah. Praise publicly, discipline privately. Cannot put the failure of the analytics team department on Boone. Yeah, and that's the thing. Boone, he does rely on analytics, sure. But there's another factor that we haven't even talked about is the analytics on this team. Well, as far as Boone not having the best teams, you could place some of that blame on Brian Cashman. Some of it, not all of it. Cashman does try. He does try to get deals done. He does try to sign players, but thing is, not every player wants to sign for New York, or they just can't agree to the terms. And some of these players end up signing with other teams. But even then, Boone still makes it work. He made it work. And those teams that Boone had previously, it wasn't the best, but it wasn't terrible either. Did for Girardi. Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Girardi won the World Series in 2009. So he inherited the core four. 2009, they added to that team. They added Burnett. They added Teixeira. They added Sabathia. That was a monster team. So, Girardi had a team with him. He did. He inherited a great team. I agree with that. I think he would be a great fit for the New York Yankees. Chilling, my guy. Chilling. How are you, bro? Oh, she went berserk. Oh man, too bad I missed it. Well, if if Brian Hoke put out that report, we'll just have to wait and see. So, I mean, Boone, as far as the lineup goes, it's a combination of Boone, probably Osmus. I'm sure James Rosen is in there. The analytical team is in there. So it's, but I would hope that Boone makes the final decision, has the final say. I mean, he is the manager after all. But anyway, folks, I'm gonna pull up the lineup. I'm gonna pull up the lineup, and we're gonna give our predictions because I want to hear from all of you because the Yankees are playing here in less than an hour. So let's talk about predictions here. Let's talk about the lineup. Let's see what we think about the lineup. Give me a second here. So that's the lineup right there, folks. All right. So Ben Rice leading off, playing first base. Juan Soto batting second. He'll be playing right field. Aaron Judge at DH. He'll be batting third. Alex Verdugo batting fourth. He'll be playing cleanup, playing left field. Gleyber Torres batting fifth. He'll be playing second base. Austin Wells at the dish. He'll be batting sixth. Anthony Volpe batting seventh. He'll be playing shortstop. Trent Grisham playing center field, batting eighth. DJ LeMahieu batting ninth. He'll be playing third base. And on the mound today, Carlos Rodon. Folks in the chat, tell me what you think about this lineup. Gleyber Torres is back. What do you all think about this lineup? Drop your comments, please. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind the lineup. I mean, I guess the big question. I don't mind the lineup too much. I mean, I'm just wondering how guys like DJ are going to do. He hasn't been playing well, unfortunately. Gleyber Torres is back, but I don't even know if he's healthy. I hope he has a good game. I hope he does. I mean, I think Cabrera, honestly, I think Cabrera should be at third base, if anything, or second base, sure. But I'd much rather have Cabrera at third base, honestly. Cabrera should be in. Can't have both Torres and DJ in at the same time. Yeah, I mean, I don't agree with them both being in at the same time, but yeah, I agree. He was, but he's been back. He's been back for a while now, Christopher. Unlike others, listen. I love Glaber and DJ too. I do, but unfortunately, DJ's best days are behind him. And with Glaber Torres, he's just not having a great season, and it's unfortunate. I thought Glaber Torres was going to come into the season and just completely destroyed, especially in a contract year. But that's not the case. And yeah, this is the best. I mean, this is probably one of the best lineups that the Yankees could come out with, considering the injuries. And look on the bright side, they're not putting in JD Davis. They're not putting in Jahmai Jones, which is nice. Put Cabrera at second for defense. Sorry. Torres should DH if you want Torres, DJ, and Cabrera in simultaneously. Judge in center field and Grisham pinch hitting duties after the. Well, yeah, that was unacceptable. I'm not going to lie about that. Yeah, it's not that DJ LeMahieu is a bad hitter. It's not like he forgot to hit. I think it's just injuries have plagued him. Grisham has to go at the deadline. I mean, that's if he is going to go. We don't know. But a lot of folks are wanting Gleyber Torres to be traded. But in all honesty, I don't see him getting traded. If he is traded, fine. You're not gonna hear an argument from me. But I see him playing the season out, the rest of the season as a New York Yankee. Happy to see Wells in the lineup. You and me both, man. You and me both. Pepiot on the bump today for the Rays. Could be a day where the Yankees don't swing a lot. Pepiot around 4.5 walks, 9, but has always had strikeout stuff. Got a cap on the pitches he leaves in the zone. True. What's Ken saying here? Boone, he is one of the new age managers. There are only 2 or 3 the warehouse managers. We don't know what is going on behind closed doors. No, we don't. My bet is that the coaches are the ones laying wood. Yeah, Davis or Jones should go. Exactly. They don't belong on this team. I agree. At least Grisham still has a glove. He plays well at center field. Yeah, he made that one stupid mistake against the Reds last week. That was unacceptable. Granted, the game was out of reach, but still, that shouldn't have happened. But he does have a glove. His glove in center field is good. That I'm interacting amongst the chat more with Rizzo on the IL. You need to set up an Inglorious A-Rod style goodbye to DJ and let Peraza take over third base. Yeah, I mean, a lot of fans want the youth. You got to have, but you also got to have the youth mixed in with the veterans. DJ, I think, let's see, he's a free agent, I think, in 2027. Yeah, he's a free agent in 2027. So you got this season, 2025 and 2026. So 3 more years. So after this season, 2 years. Well, it wasn't a signing. It was a trade. They traded Groshans and to the Oakland A's. So. But yeah, anytime, James, anytime. But shout out, yeah. So let's talk about Carlos Rodon. What is his what are you all thinking? What are your predictions tonight? What's everybody's predictions? So I'm gonna while you all are dropping your predictions, I'm going to pull up the matchups here, seeing how the Yankees do against Pepiot. So you think the Yankees will lose tonight and win the series? Okay. So let's see. They're only showing a couple of batters against Pepiot. Looks like none of the bats have really faced Pepiot. So Grisham's 3 at bats with a 0 average, and then Juan Soto with 3 at bats at 67. We'll see how the rest of the team does. But with Carlos Rodon, a Rosarena, a 400 average at 5 at bats. Caballero, shortstop. There's no stats. DeLuca, there's no stats. The right fielder, DeLuca. Yandy Diaz, 9 at-bats with a 333 batting average. Jackson, their catcher, there's no stats. Their second baseman, Lowe, with a 333 batting average at 6 at-bats. Paredes, third base, 5 at-bats, 200 batting average. Nothing for Lowe, the right fielder. Nothing for Palacios, their other right fielder. Nothing for Ben Rortvedt. Rosario, 11 at-bats with a .091 batting average. And then Siri, the center fielder, 4 at-bats with a 0 batting average. So got a few guys that have hit well against Rodon. Rodon has a 9-6 record with a 4.45 ERA. Pepiot has a 4-5 record with a 4.40 ERA. So close in ERAs. Rodon has got the better record. He's got more strikeouts. He's at 100 strikeouts as opposed to Pepiot. He's at 83. But drop your predictions. How many strikeouts, walks, how many innings pitched, how many runs does Carlos Rodon give up? Over under 2 hits for Soto and Judge tonight. You know what? Screw it. I'll say over 2 hits for both. Rodon, no decision, 5 1/3 innings pitched, 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, 105 pitches thrown. Rodon, 6 innings pitched, 3 runs, 3 walks, 6 Ks. Yankees lose 6-1. They don't play well after a off day. Yeah, they had to travel too, so see what happens. So 3 walks. Okay. What's Timothy saying? What's up, Timothy? If Carlos stays calm, mentally stable, he should be able to shut him down until the 5th. Hopefully, yeah. I mean, if he's on his game, he's on his game. You know, the guy is opposing teams can't hit against him if he's locked in. Should be a lineup. Rodon can dominate. Being in Tampa, I say Rodon goes 6.2 innings pitched, 9 strikeouts, 1 walk, 5 hits, 1 earned run. Hey, what's up, Jace Peer? How you doing? There's Rodon with four-seamer control, and then there's Rodon without four-seamer control. 2 different pitchers. I don't know who will show up today. We'll find out. Nosebleed saying under. Okay. If we get 5 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, 3 earned runs, that would be a good outing. You know what, Ken? That I literally have like similar numbers to you. I got him going 5 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, 3 earned runs. I'm not even kidding. I had those same numbers. Rodon, 6 innings, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks, 1 run, 8 hits. Okay. Got it. I think so, Sunil. I'm not certain. I think so. So yeah, I thought, yeah, that's what I thought too, Stephen B. But let's see the over-under for tonight's game. Curious about that. Let's see what we got. What are they saying? So over-under is 8 runs, folks. What are your score predictions? You know, and I'm going to give mine right now. I'm going to say 5. No. I'm going to say 6-5. I'm going 6-5. 6-5. Yeah, this is true, Army Chow Mein. 6-5 is my score prediction. 3 1/3, 5 runs, 5 strikeouts. Okay. Under 4-2 Yankees. 6-3 Yankees. You're on the over. Okay. I'm going 6-5. What's up, Soul Max? You're going 9-3 Tampa. All right. That's fine. If some folks think Tampa's going to win, that's fine. I totally understand. So, but yeah, I got to go in 6-5 though, personally. Just kind of hanging. I'm just kind of saying a little quiet because I want to see some more score predictions. So 8-4 Tampa. All right. Awesome. What else we got for score predictions? Let me know. And while we're doing that, again, folks, appreciate you all tuning in. I do thank each and every one of you for joining on this live stream. Thank you all so much. Make sure you all hit that subscribe button if you're watching this for the first time. Trying to get this channel to 800 subscribers now. We broke 700 just a couple days ago. Greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Hit that subscribe, hit that like, share this channel out with everyone. Any support that you all give to this channel, it is greatly appreciated, and I do thank you for it. You don't trust Rodon right now. He's giving up too many home runs, and Tampa can hit a bunch. True. I get it. And that's been happening a lot lately. 6-1 Tampa. Okay. 6-1. 5-2 Yankees. Okay. So some of you are on the under. Others are on the over. I'm definitely on the over for tonight's game. For my brother Frank Rivera, biggest Yankee fan, celebrating a birthday today. I hope the Yankees get it. Wait a second. You and Frank are siblings? And it's his birthday today? No way. Happy birthday, Frank. That's what's up. Oh, man. Frank, if you're still in the chat, man, happy birthday. I didn't know it was your birthday today. 6-4 from Ken. 7-0 Tampa. All right. Should, but we'll see. Whatever I say, you should go the opposite. I'm wrong. Well, you and me both, man. Oh, awesome. I did not know that. Whoa. Okay. That's awesome. Shout out to Frank. Everybody wish Frank a happy birthday. That's awesome. Oh, you didn't get a win on your birthday? Ah, that stinks. I hate it when that happens. Comes in hot and Volpe stops swinging for the fences, then we'll get a W. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, some of these guys in the lineup, man, they've been slumping hard. They gotta bounce back from it. Volpe, Verdugo, right? Let's see what Torres does. I hope he does well. But yeah, that's good news, Sunil. Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, Yankees don't play on my birthday. That's depending on what they do in October. That's when my birthday is. So it's kind of like a hit or miss. But either way, I still enjoy my day. No doubt, Stephen B. And what is everybody? Let's talk about the last thing that we always talk about on this channel. What is everybody having for dinner? What are you all munching on? Anything that you all are snacking on? Let me know in the chat. And also make sure you all are hitting those emojis down there at the bottom. Please hit those emojis. I would greatly appreciate it. The Yankees manager replacement after the All-Star break. I'll pass. I'll go work the front office. When we had announced on Jason's stream, we have to announce it again on yours. Announce what there, Stephen B? Cuban sandwich? Okay. Awesome. And happy birthday there, Frank. Fried chicken. Okay. Is that right, James? This team didn't spend no money this past free agency, so I'm not surprised they're playing like a mediocre team. Well, but they made trades. They traded for Juan Soto. They traded for Verdugo. They signed Marcus Stroman. I mean, they actually had a pretty decent offseason. Already ate lunch, so now special brownies and late chips. Oh, boy. Ramen bowl, too hot to go to shopping right now. I understand. Oh, my birthday? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. Li, what's up, Li? How are you? Yeah, you're welcome, man. Chef salad, too hot. I hear you. Yeah, you're very welcome, Frank. I hope it's a special day for you, man. You've been rocking with me for quite some time. I met you through some of the other live streams, so thanks there, Frank. You're awesome. I don't know, man. Yankees. Let me tell you something. They spent billions of dollars on contracts over the years and had nothing to show for it, unfortunately. So hopefully they don't make these mistakes moving forward. But, again, we'll see. Leftover Indian food, okay. Sausage and cheese and mac for dinner. Fruit salad. Onion, red pepper, mushroom, celery, almond grits. Interesting. Fried chicken, potato salad, and corn on the cob. Okay. Yeah, it does. I'm not going to pull up that comment by D-Rod. You're thinking tacos or meatloaf. I mean, all right. Tacos is good, and it's Tuesday, so it is Taco Tuesday, so you wouldn't go wrong with that. But some good food choices out there. I'm sorry to hear that, Dev. My condolences. Sorry to hear that, bud. Sorry to hear that. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I bet, man. Or do you have the energy to make meatloaf? That's the question. Hitting above league average? Are we talking about? I mean, who are the two players that they named? I mean, who did they say it was? I'm assuming it's got to be Juan Soto and Aaron Judge. Got it. Got it. Just make sure you're taking care of yourself there, Stephen B. Glad to hear that, Sunil. That's awesome. Good. That's great to hear, man. Great to hear. But yeah, make sure you take it easy. But anyway, folks, let's see. The Yankees are playing. I think they're playing at 6:50, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to check that right now. Yeah, they're playing at 6:50. So they'll be playing here in the next half hour. So I'll be wrapping it up here soon. Yeah, it is true. Yeah, I mean, they're hitting below league average right now. So Soto and Judge are the two bats that are killing it. Oh, 6:30? Why does it say 6:50? Let me check that. Hold on. It says 6:50. I'm at Yankees.com right now. It says 6:50 Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, I guess that's the other question. What was the stat category? What stat category were they talking about, Izzy? ESPN has it listed as a 6:50 start. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing on Yankees.com. That's what I'm seeing on my phone. Yeah, I'm seeing 6:50. MLB app says 6:50. So yeah. Yeah, check that for us there, Izzy. Because, yeah, I mean, Judge and Soto are definitely hitting above average. Oh, league average is 242. So, yeah, Judge and Soto are definitely, yeah, league average is 242. But, yeah, Judge and Soto are hitting above that. Definitely. Hey, Cold Italian Pizza. How you doing? How you doing? What's going on, Cold Italian Pizza? Just dropping in to say hi to everyone. Hope Yanks get back on track. You and me both, man. You and me both. Yeah, 6:30 pregame probably would be my guess because I've checked Yankees.com. I did some other searches. It says 6:50 for the game to start. Yeah, Stanton 246, so slightly better, right? It's not saying much, but slightly better. Still a threat on the plate, when he's healthy. Verdugo 244, so slightly. I get that other platform then could have, they could have maybe said that that Judge and Soto are the two players with the best batting averages on the team, right? Because Stanton is above, Stanton's 246. Yeah, Verdugo 244, Trevino 244, Volpe 251. But was that the stat that they were talking about, this other platform? I'm just wondering. But the ones that are at 244, I mean, those numbers have to improve. I mean, the league average is 242, so they're just slightly above league average. Slightly. I mean, it's better than below, right? But it's OPS plus. It's on the front page of Savant, but it's two more links after. Okay, only Soto and Judge have above 100 OPS plus, according to a tweet. So if that's strictly OPS. Qualifier was minimum 50 plate appearances. Got it. But yeah, that's what we got, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here, guys and gals. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for tuning into the pregame. Let's hope the Yankees could go out and get this game. Let's hope they get this win. So let's see what happens, right? They gotta start. They gotta start. They gotta win this series. You know, a sweep would be preferable. We'll see what happens. You know, so they got to sweep the Rays, in my opinion. If they take 2 out of 3, fine. I will take it because that's a series win, and they desperately need it. The interview with Boone and Talking the X just checked. It was yeah, I know we just covered that. I was like, it's got to be OPS because I don't know about batting average. Jonathan, we checked it. Every website was saying 650, 630 could be the pregame on yes. Thank you all so much. Yeah, make sure you guys be safe out there. Drink plenty of water. Take care of your health, right? Summertime, it's no joke. Don't dehydrate yourself. Don't get into heat exhaustion. That stuff is some dangerous stuff there, folks. All right. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy the game. Let's go, Yankees. Get this win. I'll see you all tomorrow for another pregame. I do appreciate each and every one of you. So you all enjoy your evening, and I'll see you all next time.